so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744. So today, guys, we discuss my Europa League, Conference League, quarterfinals. And guys, my original plan was to start with the Conference League quarterfinals first, but I think there's only one place to start. And you guys know which place I'm starting. And I got a certain someone that's going to help me break down what just took place at Anfield. So we're gonna start with the Liverpool stuff first. We're gonna start with that first because that is shocking to say the least. Shocking to say the least. So we're going to go ahead and start. And then obviously we'll also touch upon the other games as well. But I'm going to just have a separate section on Liverpool. We're just going to have a separate segment on Liverpool because there's so much to say. Patrick Amelia is a member for 1 month. Yeah, thank you for your membership, man. I do appreciate it, man. Remember, guys, if you want to become a member of the channel, it's only $1 per month. You get access to members' videos, member streams, all that good stuff, man. It's only $1 per month, man. Patrick Muse says hello. San Jose says hello. Philip Eklund says yo. And Chris says hello, man. Hello. So we're gonna go ahead and get this. We're gonna go ahead and get him on, and hopefully he can join us indeed. So let me go ahead and share my ticker. And yeah, so let me go ahead and change this banner. So I'm gonna change this to Liverpool. We're gonna do the Liverpool here. Wow. So let me give you, I guess I'll give you guys my reaction before he comes in. My reaction is that this is surprising. This is shocking. This is absolutely shocking. 100%. But at the same time, is it really that surprising? Because you look at the starting 11 that Liverpool put out. That front three, Elliott, Gakpo, it's not really that great. And then obviously that midfield, Curtis Jones, and the Gomez is trash. I'm sorry. Gomez is terrible. And yeah, I mean, but for Atalanta, man, this is amazing. This is a huge result for Atalanta. And guys, even though the score was 3-0, this should have been like 4 or 5-0. Like, look at the amount of chances Atalanta created. 11 shots, 7 on target. Yeah, Liverpool did have their chances. You know, they were able to create some in the second half. You know, obviously, Musa came up clutch and made those big saves. But really, honesty, man, this is embarrassing from Liverpool. Really embarrassing. And there's no other two ways to put it, man. No other two ways to put it. Liverpool could have scored 3 goals. Yeah, I mean, that is true. You have to give credit. Like Liverpool were unlucky when it came to finishing, but man, goodness me, the defense was awful. The defense was awful, man. Absolutely awful. Right? And I just think for Atalanta, man, they executed the game plan correctly. They pressed Liverpool. They gegenpressed Liverpool. And that's what Liverpool is actually known for. Liverpool is actually known for gegenpressing under Jurgen Klopp. And that's actually what made them so good. With their style of play, Atalanta pretty much exposed Liverpool at their own game, you know. And Liverpool just weren't expecting it. That first goal for Scamacca, man, a terrible mistake from Keller. Terrible mistake. The second goal, man, was a great finish from Scamacca there. Charles de Ketelaere with the assist. And that third goal was a disgrace. Szoboszlai came off the bench, made the stupid error. Keller should have saved it. The rebound falls nicely to Pasalic, and Pasalic makes it 3-0. And the Salah had that offside goal. That was marginally offside. But yeah, Liverpool were just terrible, man. Liverpool were really bad. Nunes fired wide. Elliott struck the bar with the post. And yeah, create early. And that they were clinical, man. So yeah, it's just Liverpool for me defensively were just really bad. Really, really shocking. And I just think for Liverpool, man, it's going to be very difficult. Now, I still think Liverpool have a chance the second leg because remember, if you actually look at that head-to-head record, and oh yeah, remember Atalanta, Liverpool almost had some chances during the end. I remember there were some goal line clearances off the line there, great off the line clearance, right? And you look at the head-to-head record. Remember, Liverpool won 5-0 at Bergamo last time. Now, to keep in mind that was 2020, a lot has changed. It's been 4 years later, but still, like. It's been a long, you know, and then Atalanta did beat Liverpool at Anfield. So it's not the first time Atalanta won at Anfield. But for Liverpool, man, it's just not great, man. It's just not good to see, man. Good to see, man. So. So yeah, man. What are you guys saying in the chat, man? What are you guys saying in the chat? Chris says, I don't think that Liverpool necessarily out. Oh, yeah, I agree. Foresight Football says, man, I love Leverkusen. Foresight says, yeah, Leverkusen are a really fun team to watch. They're a very, very exciting team. We'll get to Leverkusen, man. We'll get to Leverkusen Foresight. We just got to talk about Liverpool first. Boy says, Foresight Football says, what do you think will be better for Liverpool and West Ham? To concentrate on the league, or will they go all out for the second leg? West Ham will most likely be missing 4 key players. I'm going to just speak about Liverpool right now, and then we'll get to West Ham in a bit. But I think for Liverpool, for me, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one because they're in a great position. For me personally, I think the Premier League would mean so much more. And here he is, man. Rank, so Rank, man. I know you're probably devastated, and I know you're probably looking forward to the amount of because there might be some bad in the chat. There might be so.
It's okay. I've been taking banter, and I'm here for it.
All right, man. So actually, let's just start with 11 first. So Rank, man, when you saw the starting 11 for Liverpool, were you like, was this the best? Were you happy with this 11? Just backtrack me your thoughts.
So I'm like, I was okay with this 11 because I thought, okay, we are obviously keeping a bit of our focus on the EPL and, kind of using the Europa League for kind of like resting players, but we still have some starters here, obviously, players that have been playing for a while now. So it was a bit of a mixed bag in the 11, but I thought that they were all pretty solid players and that it would be fine, but spoiler alert, it wasn't fine. So yeah, I didn't have much to say about the 11 at the start.
Okay. For that Alonso 11, obviously, obviously that was probably the best 11 they could have possibly fielded. I mean, I'm looking at the bench actually. Let me look at the bench real quick. Wow, Lookman didn't even play at all. Wow, that's actually surprising. Yeah. Wow. Mm-hmm. And I believe he's one of their best players this season, if I remember correctly.
He did score a lot of goals for them, yeah.
Yeah. So let's start from the first half, man. So that first half, man, it was bad.
That first half was bad. I think that Liverpool looked really bad creative-wise. That I think that kept up throughout the entire game, honestly. I don't know if you can call this a game of two halves because I thought that the two halves basically looked the same. Atalanta came here with a game plan. They were going to gegenpress. They were going to press in the midfield a lot. Yes. They were very physical. They ran a lot. And they were going to play through the wings. That's what they were going to do. And it worked wonderfully for them. Everything that Gasperini planned for worked. And I think that you have to give a lot of credit to Gasperini and the Atalanta team because I was hoping in the second half that with all the pressing that they've been doing, that Atalanta would be tired in the second half and that we'd be able to make a comeback there when they didn't have any legs left. But that didn't happen. The Atalanta players kept on pressing even after the game was up. When the game was about to end. And you know what the shocking part is? Atalanta only made a single sub this game, and it was in the 90th minute. Eddie, Gasperini looked at the team, looked at what was happening on the pitch, and was like, everything's perfect. I don't need to change anything. It's working wonderfully.
Only a few coaches do that. Only Pep does that, I think. No other coaches do that, right?
Yeah, but it's because everything was working great for Atalanta because they played down the wings and our fullbacks got exposed. Tsimikas was getting exposed, Robertson got exposed when he came on the second half, and especially Joe Gomez, who I think should go back to Charlton because I don't know how he's still at this football club. The backline was also bad, Konate and Van Dijk both had awful games. Kelleher is to blame for the first goal, and you could say the third one as well. Everyone played bad. I think that Gakpo was probably the most decent player, which is saying something. The midfield was non-existent. And I think that Endo and McAllister usually do a lot more defensive work that we didn't see this game. And that's why our backline suffered so much because we didn't have the defensive work from Endo and McAllister. Szoboszlai, when he came off the bench, he was horrible. Szoboszlai was so bad again. We need to have a conversation about this guy, Eddie. The front three produced nothing. So it was a really bad game all around from everyone. I want to see what we're doing in training because the crosses were horrible. We do not know how to cross. In the second half, there was a moment where we had a corner, we crossed it, it was long. Robertson caught it, he crossed it again, and it was long again. Like, we don't know how to cross, we don't know how to head, because like Jota came off the bench and he was like an extra defender for Atalanta, because his headers were like clearances inside the box. So I don't know what to say. Shout out to Atalanta, because they played a fantastic game. Their game plan was wonderful, but like, Liverpool really didn't show up today. It was horrible.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people wrote Atalanta off in this tie, including myself. Like Liverpool, look how good they've been doing so this season, the league. Look how they've been doing, and everything like that. But if you actually look at it, I was actually looking at Liverpool's record against the best teams in the Premier League. It's not really that great. It's really not that great. I think you guys might have the worst record. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I think you guys have the worst record of the teams in the Premier League title race, the top 6, I think, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I was actually looking at it as like, that's actually not good. And a lot of people wrote Atalanta off, and Atalanta have been great this season. This is a team that's fighting for the Champions League position, and this is a team that's completely different. This is not the Atalanta team from a few years ago. This is a team that's more pressing, more disciplined defensively, and I think that people aren't discussing about this. Defensively they were solid. Defensively they were amazing. Because Atalanta, the old Atalanta were not good defensively.
It was like a ping pong match with the old Atalanta. It was like, you're either gonna score more goals than us, or we're gonna score more goals. It was like that kind of competition, and it worked great. Like, they got to quarterfinals in the Champions League. Like, it was clearly working, but it was not consistent. This Atalanta team is a lot more efficient in that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So, then let's quickly do a run through. I think that first goal was a bad mistake from Keller. And the second goal, actually, how was the second goal, right? I don't quite remember, actually.
The second goal was like, they assisted the Catalan, who was on the right wing. I believe it was Konate who left the Catalan on side. They were kind of checking because it was a kind of like a close position, but though the Catalan was on side because Konate was leaving him on side. And then he put in a fantastic cross for Escamaca, and Escamaca first touch finish to the wide post of Kelleher, and great finish, great first touch. Escamaca, like the 2 goals he scored, was so good because they were like simple, cold-blooded finishes. Like, it was just great from him because he didn't have to do anything fancy. He was just like a very efficient striker, and the 2 goals from him were great. Especially that second one, because he had to kind of volley it from the cross first touch, which is easier than it looks, which is harder than it looks. And he did great for that. But the whole back line was caught off guard by that one. First, Konate leaving him on side, Joe Gomez losing Escamaca, and no one being there to clear the cross. So our backline really got exposed for that second goal.
And to be fair, Liverpool did almost score in the game. You guys, I think Atalanta did some goal line clearances there in the end, I think.
Atalanta did have to make a goal line clearance, and then Musso had to make like another 2 saves, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Being honest, Liverpool didn't create any big chances. Like, we were close to scoring, but more so because we were pushing. But it's not like we created much. Creatively, we were also really bad. It was a really worrying performance.
What do you think that Salah goal was the right decision for it to be offside?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see many replays, but on the first replay, it looked like he was slightly offside.
It was tight.
It was tight. I would probably have to see it again, but I think it was offside. I think it was the right call.
Yeah, and another problem is that this is also not really sustainable. You can't just keep bringing your best players on when you're in a losing position and expect to turn around all the time. It's not sustainable.
No.
It's going to work for a few games, but it's not going to work for. It's not going to work. And I don't know. Has it been kind of happening recently? Because I kind of feel like it has.
It has. It has in both the Europa League and in the Premier League, where Liverpool in the Premier League is the team that has earned the most points from losing positions. Basically, we've done the most comebacks. So it's not a sustainable position, and it's been a long time coming, because ever since like the Sheffield game, we should have dropped points to Sheffield AD, and we got saved up by McAllister. That's how bad it's been going. And then we couldn't beat United. Now we are losing to Atalanta. So this is not a one bad day at the office. This is a reoccurring thing, and it's coming at the end of the season. It's really bad.
The business end. This is like the important games.
And now on Sunday, we have to play Crystal Palace. We're going to have to play many games on the road, which, I want to. This is the first game we've lost at Anfield since like the, what was it in Europe, since the Real Madrid game, the 5-2. So like,
and in some essence, it was kind of like Real Madrid. This is like the way this game was kind of panning out was kind of almost like
but in the Real Madrid game, at least it looked like we were winning at the start because we
were doing great.
In this one, we didn't show up.
No, but like, I'm saying like the Madrid defeat is almost kind of like that defeat.
That's I guess it's like an uppercut to the chin. It hurts.
Yeah, and for Liverpool, I feel like for me the team is starting to get fatigued out. The team's starting to get tired out. Do you think? Do you agree with that?
I agree with that because obviously the injuries are not an excuse anymore because the players are coming back from injury. Trent is already on the bench. Jota even came off the bench. Like the players are slowly coming back from injury, but the injuries are an excuse for the players being tired because if a player cannot play, others have to play more for them. So like we have to overplay some players just because of the injuries. So they definitely are fatigued, but I mean it's still worrying because at this level you should be expected to perform even when you are playing a lot of games because your most important players have to play a lot. So I don't think it's an excuse. It just shows that we are poorly prepared because this Atalanta team, like I said, they pressed the entire game. They ran the entire game and they only had to make one sub and they kept playing. That's because they have passion. They believe in what the manager tells them to do, and that's how they've been winning games.
And remember, this is a team that beat Napoli 3-0 on the road. And I know Napoli have been trashed this season. I know they haven't been great, but still, that's a crazy, and they got drawn against Juventus. Okay, sure, they lost to Inter. But they have been good against the big teams in the Serie A. Like, they've been good against the big teams. And remember, they knocked Sporting out of the Europa League, and Sporting have been great this season. We know how good Sporting have been. So, like, this isn't like, okay, I mean, it is surprising, but people shouldn't be very surprised. Like, it shouldn't.
I knew that Atalanta was a good team. I was not underestimating Atalanta.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm saying like the general people. I'm like doing like.
Oh yeah. Premier League merchants, but like at Anfield, at Anfield.
Yeah. See, the thing is, even if you had lost this game, like let's say a 2-1 or like a 2-0 or like even a 1-0, it's still bad, but it's not that bad. But now, it's a really bad position. I think even let's actually get to the comments now. Foresight asks, what do you think will be better for Liverpool, West Ham? We'll get to West Ham in a bit, but is it better to focus on the league or go for the Europa League? Because for me, Rank, I'm sorry to say this, you're not winning both. Both is not happening.
Yeah,
I strongly believe that. Even before the first leg, even before the first leg. By the way, guys, even before the first leg, I there's no way Liverpool's winning both.
Yeah.
So, and you would even agree with this, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, for Liverpool, I think like it's more justified to go for the league because we are in a position to probably win the league. I think that for Liverpool is more justified. For West Ham, who we are gonna get later, I feel like you kind of have to go for the Europa League because like seeing where West Ham are in the table, they are competing to get into the Europa League next season. Like they are not competing for. It's not like West Ham is competing for top 4. So like West Ham have to go for the Europa League if they want to go for a trophy or for Champions League qualification. So I feel like West Ham is kind of forced to go for the comeback.
Oh yeah. We'll get to West Ham in a bit, but yeah, for Liverpool, how do you think Klopp actually approached this one? Do you think he was prioritizing the league or prioritizing the Europa League, or trying to obviously win both?
I mean, it's obvious that he was prioritizing the Premier League because if not, he would have put his best 11 on this one, and this clearly wasn't our best 11. But he clearly cared for the game because some starters actually played.
Oh yeah.
I think that he kind of underestimated how much Atalanta were gonna press us and kind of dismantle our fullbacks because we saw that Tsimikas came off in the second half because he clearly got exposed in the first half. So like he was expecting that being at Anfield and that with these players it would be enough to get a result against Atalanta, and then we'll see what we do in the second leg. But not even that. I think that he was caught off guard by how much Atalanta were pressing us.
Yeah. Okay. One last question, and then we'll finish with the comments. Do you think Liverpool should now try to do a comeback to the Europa League, or just accept that we're out of the Europa League?
It's tough. It's tough. I guess the game on Sunday against Crystal Palace is gonna be a big one. We have to win, and if we don't win, it kind of puts the entire season into question, because like will it be on the back foot in both the Europa League and the Premier League? So like it'd be really, really bad. I think probably should try to go for the comeback, but if you see that it's not happening, just go back to resting the players. But I'd say we have to go for the comeback, but that's just me as a fan. Like I cannot blame, I'm not the one doing business, so like
I wish you were.
I don't know. Yeah, I wish I would.
Okay, but because my thing for Liverpool is that I feel like for me it was easier to win the Premier League than the Europa League. I think it is, just because
From
these
this
teams.
Position, maybe.
Yeah, because these teams, you played against these teams already this season, whereas the Europa League, you're going to play against teams you haven't played before at all. If you have, it's been very rare.
Mm-hmm.
As well as the fact you're going to play on the weekends, that kind of stuff, and then the fatigue of the squad. So I don't know. It's tough, man. Because because the thing for me is that you can't like just go out there as chumps in the second leg and just accept defeat. Like that looks bad.
Yeah,
that looks bad. I'm sorry, it looks bad. It looks embarrassing. So for me, is that Liverpool should, I think, realistically try to aim for the comeback. But if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. And maybe it's a blessing. Maybe you could focus more on the Premier League, because Man City, Arsenal, they're going to be in the European. Well, we don't know. Well, we don't know both is going to make the semifinals, but if you can have more rest days, that will be better for the squad. Do you think this team needs more rest, more days off to contend better for the trophy, or you think more games are necessary for the team?
I mean, obviously more rest days would be great, but that's just not a thing. The schedule is overloaded, but it's overloaded for everyone. At this level, you are supposed to compete. That's not an excuse.
Yeah. So, yeah, because my thing is that Liverpool have to win at least one a Premier League or Europa League. Because if you end the season with just a Carabao Cup, it's going to look bad. It's going to look really bad. I'm just saying. And
yeah.
I mean, Rank, would you agree with that?
I mean, this is something that we were discussing in the HH hangout recently, that yes, it does look bad if Klopp's final season is only a Carabao Cup, but we were also saying that Klopp has made this team look a lot better than it actually is, because obviously we know that Klopp is a great manager, and especially a great manager with low resources. And we look at this Liverpool team and it has some world-class players, but you compare it to the Arsenal and especially the Man City team, and it doesn't look that great if you were to make a combined 11 of the three. The Liverpool players, there were only a few of them that would deserve to win a Premier League. So I feel like it would look bad in the sense that it's Klopp's final season at the club, but I guess that, with what Klopp was working with, I think that it's also kind of a miracle that we won something. So I don't know, kind of a mixed bag, if you ask me.
All right, that's fair enough, man. Fair enough. I would say focus on the league. I think I agree with Poi. I think obviously ideally you want to win both, but realistically, I think Liverpool should be more focused on Premier League. That's what I think Liverpool should do. And I think for this position, I think it's been very difficult for it to win the Europa League. Forsyth Football says, "What's up, Rank? I won't banter too much." All right, fair enough, man. Forsyth Football says. Chris says, "I think Atalanta could win the Europa League. They had been amazing in the games against Sporting this season." I mean, it is a possibility. We'll see, but we'll see, man. If Atalanta do win the Europa League, that would be a very impressive. Actually, that would be very huge. That would be huge job for Serie A.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing, huge.
Atalanta only has one trophy in their history. It's
that would be a massive. It would be almost like do you guys remember when Villarreal won the Europa League a few seasons ago? It would almost be like a Villarreal 2.0,
Mm-hmm.
And I would even argue this one would be more impressive because they had Emery as a coach, and we know how good Emery is in European competitions. Gasperini, yep. I hypothetically, would it be more impressive than Villarreal, or am I being reactionary?
No, it would be more impressive. I think it really would, because Atalanta is really, like, obviously Villarreal is not a big club, but Atalanta is even less of a big club, I would say. And doing this with this squad would be really, really impressive. Gasperini has done a fantastic job. This team plays really well.
And remember, Emery already won 3 Europa Leagues with Sevilla. He had previous heritage. There's really no heritage in this Atalanta team.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Saint Jose said Liverpool definitely out. I can't see them make a comeback. Okay, I know it's easy to say after seeing the game, but I don't think it's okay. I think I said this in my short. I think I saw you comment in my short. I said that if Liverpool score first at Bergamo, then it's game on. But if Atalanta score first, it's dicey.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool have to score first. Do you agree with me, Rank?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like conceding would be like a dagger to the team. Like, when you go there to Italy, you're in the dressing room, you're saying, come on, we got this, and you concede, it's like, okay, it's over. So, like, we really need to score first.
And I think you need to score early goal. I should have said that during the short, but an early goal, like within the first 10
I don't know if
to 20
an early
minutes.
goal, it matters. Like, potentially, we could, like, score in the second half and, get riled up and kind of, like, push in the second half, but we obviously have less time. We obviously would have less time. I don't know if it needs to be an early goal, but obviously the earlier the better.
100%. But I would say you need to score before halftime. Is that fair?
Yeah, I feel like one goal before halftime would be kind of required, but I mean, I don't know. We know what happened in Istanbul, so like.
And remember, guys, last time Liverpool went to Bergamo, they won 5-0. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm just saying a petition to get Divock Origi back to Liverpool. Because we kind of need.
Origi, Wijnaldum, get Wijnaldum back too. Do you want Wijnaldum back?
Yeah, let's get Wijnaldum back as well. Come on, why not?
Okay. Will Atalanta be missing any key players the second leg? I don't think so. Wait, let me see. No, I don't think so, right? I mean, Scalvani is good, though. He's a really good center back. I know him. Kolasinac, Kolasinac is bad. So.
Yeah, but defensively, they look great. And I feel like I rate Musso as a goalkeeper. So, like...
Musso's good. Yeah, Dinga says hi. By the way, for both of you, a co-worker changed the password for my Twitter account, and we've been lazy to reset. That's why I've been on Twitter for a while. I was wondering that. Okay, that's actually great to know. I was wondering, where have you been for this site?
I missed you, Alejandro. So, kind of get that password back. We need you.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know, Matt. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, Poise, I didn't watch. Why were Liverpool so bad? We just talked about it. They just can you give give a brief answer real quick? Just a very brief answer.
Atalanta pressed us really well, and they played down the wings, exposed our fullbacks. The midfield was non-existent, and we created nothing up front. So, that sums it up.
It's interesting. Atalanta basically did what Liverpool are known for: gegenpress, right?
Yeah, that is something that someone was saying today in the early stream, that Atalanta looked like Liverpool and Liverpool looked like Atalanta. That's how the game goes.
That's actually crazy. Pooh says, I don't think Liverpool are out, to be honest. Pooh said they definitely have what it takes to come back. Oh yeah, for sure. Liverpool have comebacks before in the history. Istanbul, Camp Nou. What other comebacks? Is there any other ones I'm trying to think of?
I mean, it wasn't at the Camp Nou, but yeah.
Not Camp Nou. Sorry, 2019.
Yeah. We definitely have comebacks. We definitely have under club as well. We definitely, with these players, have the capability to make a comeback, but we've been looking really bad. So I don't know what to tell you, and we have to do it on the road, which is a whole different story. So it's difficult.
Well, remember, you did a comeback at Istanbul.
Yeah, coping.
Boy, so slowing down now, Liverpool. Yeah, I think Liverpool is starting to get fatigued, gassed out, is tired out, and I think what it's gonna be a matter of time. Because I feel like we might get more injuries with Liverpool. That I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna wait for the Liverpool game on Sunday before I do my second leg predictions. I need to see how that game goes.
Yeah.
Chris says Barcelona, Frankfurt 2-3 off. Oh, we have to bring that up. Frankfurt won the Europa League. Sevilla, Man United 3-0. Sevilla won the Europa League. Liverpool Atalanta. History tells us these wins give UEL trophies.
I don't see the correlation. Sorry, what's the correlation? Like, what do these teams have in common?
No, I think he's saying that the team that many people thought would be the favorites to win the Europa League, they conceded 3 goals.
Okay.
So, and he's saying that whichever teams have done it, they've gone on to win the Europa League. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Fair enough. Honestly, I could see Atalanta winning the Europa League. I wouldn't discard it. I feel like any of the remaining 8 teams has a decent shout of winning the Europa League. Like that's why the ties were really tight. So like any of the 8 teams can win it.
Oh yeah, look how close the ties are. Like the only tie that's like not close to this one, which is the funny thing because a lot of people thought this tie would be a boring tie, one-sided. Like I thought this tie would be like the other way around, you know. Book says if Liverpool goes out, Leverkusen knocks out West Ham, then I think Leverkusen will win it. Oh man,
could be.
I don't. I mean, I feel like it's too simple. I don't think it's that simple. Well, we'll see. But they will be the favorites. I can agree with that.
Yeah, especially if they close out the Bundesliga early and can focus in the Europa League. Ooh, that's be dangerous.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Chris says Leverkusen will be the favorites. That's for sure. I like our 30 minutes in. We haven't even talked about other games. We need to wrap this. We need to go through the other games quickly.
Sorry, I had a lot of things to say about this game.
Yeah, I understand, and we have that's why we started this one first because I actually you weren't here in the beginning stream, but I wanted to actually do Conference League first and then Europa League. I wanted to do the other way around, but of course we had to start with this one because this was such too big of a result to not discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander Report Football says hi. For sure, I'm going to get the password back this week. Master says hi, everyone. It's great to see Forsyth back. Hi, Mats. Talking about Liverpool's loss. It was better. It was better from DS. I thought Nunes was a cook, man. I still think Darwin Nunes is a good player. I still don't think he's that bad. But the thing is, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, Darwin Nunes is either he can be a very good player or very frustrating. Is that what I feel like that's what I kind of get with him.
I feel like he chose his position wrong. Like he should be a winger, man. Like he creates play really well. He's really fast. He has good crosses. Like, but his finishing is horrible. Like, why is he a striker if he cannot finish? Like,
yeah, that's actually weird. Think about it. I'm trying to say that underdog beats the number 1 opponent that corresponds to Europa League. Yeah, I figured it out, Chris. I figured it out. I explained it right. Yeah. I wonder what motivations will provide for Liverpool. I was expecting better from Luis Diaz. Masters also got the 6 in Serie A being the first in Premier League 3-0 at Anfield. So give some respect to Serie A. Oh yeah, people need to respect Serie A, man. People clowning Serie A. Look, no Serie A teams in the Champions League. Look how bad it is. Look.
Well, that is also true. But I feel like this cannot be a discussion about the leagues. This obviously shows that the Premier League is overrated, but I don't think this is a discussion about the leagues because this is a discussion about the individual teams. We have to respect Atalanta. That's about it.
Oh yeah, like for sure. Like you can't just say this one win is like Serie A is now the best league in the world. You can't just go out there and say just hypothetically. Mm-hmm. You can't. And let's be real. The English Premier League is more watchable, is more famous than Serie A right now. But yeah, like I said, for Atalanta, man, huge result for them. And remember, guys, this isn't the first time they won at Anfield. This is actually the second time because I don't know if you guys know this. They actually won 2-0 November 25th, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not the first time. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and move on, man. I feel like we spent too much time. We spent like 30 minutes. Jeez. I think we need to move on. Yeah. Okay. Although to be fair, the other games, there's not really a whole lot to discuss, so maybe that's good, I guess. All right. So actually, let me end the poll here. So most of you guys saying yes. Most of you guys saying Liverpool is out. 64%. 36 says no.
Enough.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna. You guys have to wait for my predictions video to hear what I think, but let me just say it's gonna be difficult. It won't be easy. Okay. This is the same side of the bracket. Thoughts on this game, Rank? Obviously, I know you probably weren't as focused on this game because obviously you're watching Liverpool, and that's what the sad thing is, guys. All the Europa League games are at the same time.
Yeah, I don't understand. And 2 of the Conference League games as well. We have 2 early Conference League kickoffs, so it doesn't make sense.
Okay, but anyways, I try to see from this one, and for me, man, Let me give my thoughts first. I thought Benfica for me were the overall better team. I thought Marseille for me weren't that great. They did get a nice consolation. They did get a nice goal there right at the end. Well, not right at the end, but like a nice goal to bring back at home. But Benfica for me just looked overall the better team, and Marseille were just terrible. Only one shot on target, and that was the goal. Benfica men were much better, and they deserved the win. And for Benfica men, they should be angry that they conceded that goal, because I know it's only one goal, but 2-0 heading into France. Ooh, that's a great cushion. Now,
yeah.
It's a bit dicey. It's a bit dicey, and I wouldn't be surprised what we saw against Toulouse. Do you guys remember that game against Toulouse, the second leg? I wouldn't be surprised Benfica goes completely defensive the second leg, completely defensive. So, what's your thoughts of this game, Rank?
Yeah, I was kind of having the same feelings. This tie feels like it's going to be really, really close, because both teams were kind of underwhelming. And like you said, Benfica played better in the first half, and they got those 2 goals. I mean, the second, the Di Maria goal, was in the second half. But what I'm saying is that during the early phases of the game, Benfica were the better team. And once they scored the second goal, they kind of decided to relax a bit and say, okay, this is a good result, so we can manage with this in the second leg. But they relaxed a bit too much, and that allowed Marseille to get another goal. So yeah, that was. It's scary for them, because now traveling to the Velodrome, everything's up in the air. This tie is completely open, nothing is decided, and Marseille still have a chance in this because the final game is at home. So they're going to have the final say, and I'm scared for Benfica. Like you said, if they get too defensive, I feel like they could suffer a lot, and they're going to need to have a defensive masterclass, which could be difficult. Obviously, we know that Marseille have not been that great this season, but they could still pose a great threat with Aubameyang and these type of players up front. So, yeah, the second leg is going to be exciting.
Yeah, and like I said, with Marseille, man, I call this team Aubameyang FC. I call this team Aubameyang FC because he is so important to this team. His goal scoring, his playmaking, his assist. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. If Benfica, if Marseille didn't have Aubameyang this season, they don't make the quarterfinals. 100%. I am very confident with this. Very confident. They don't make the quarterfinals. So, actually, I was actually wrong there. They actually got 2 shots on target. But the point remains that Benfica, for me, were the better team. That was a great goal there from Silva. And that Di Maria goal. That Di Maria goal was class. That was a great goal. And then terrible. Oh, sorry. What were we saying?
That he keeps coming up clutch in the big games.
He's a big game player, man. He's a big game player. What can I say, man? What can I say? And then a horrible mistake, man. I don't know why, but for some reason, Antonio Silva keeps making a lot of mistakes I've seen at the European games. Do you think it's just like do you think he's not the real deal, or do you think it's just like he just gets I don't know how to explain it, but he's like gets too nervous. He just can't handle the occasions.
I haven't watched too many Benfica games to say on the nervous part, but it's clear that he's been kind of like the backbone of Benfica's defense. Like everyone else has been doing a great job, and it's probably been him that has been getting caught the most. I don't know what it is because I haven't watched a lot of Benfica games, but it's clear that there's something that he needs to improve.
Yeah, let me. I want to hear what I want to hear, because obviously, Matt, you're a Portuguese fan, so maybe you can give a better opinion than Rank on this. But yeah, okay, not Portuguese, but you know what I mean. You support a Portuguese club. I should have said that. I should have said that. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, what I'm trying to say here is that Aubameyang, man, scores a nice goal, and for Marseille, Benfica, man, I better not see them go park the bus the second leg. I better not see that, because if they do, they're gonna get screwed. Spoiler alert. So, yeah. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. And guys, this is, by the way, the second time Benfica's won at home in Europe. Second time.
Yikes.
Yeah. And guess which other team they won against? It was another French club.
Toulouse.
Oh, my God. But yeah, I mean, crazy, man. Crazy. And yeah, now he got to assist there, man. Now he's also a great player. But yeah, I mean, Marseille, man, there's a reason why I did a career mode with this team, because this team is like so many highs, so many lows.
Yeah, the roller coaster.
Guys, by the way, check out the Twitch stream in the description below. We do a Marseille mode, man, on Twitch, and now I need you guys' support.
The season is coming to an end. We're in the Europa League. We're going for top 3, so we need you guys on the Twitch. Come on.
Yeah, guys, this is a shameless plug, but hey, I mean, what can I say,
it's your channel. Do whatever you want. It's your own plug. So like.
But yeah, I mean, join us for the Twitch stream, man. Join us for the Twitch stream, because if you really want to see what Marseille does, this is definitely a team that is this is a team that's gonna really test you mentally as a fan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get to the comments then. Let's get to the comments. Since Juventus stopped winning Serie A, the league's got much stronger. Oh yeah, of course. The league is more competitive. That's for sure. By the way, I'm going to do a Juventus video, by the way, at the end of the season about their downfall, why they haven't won Serie A. I'm going to wait for the season to end, because that's we're going to have a conversation about that. But we'll say that's about that another day. Book says about it. No. Shakir says, what do you think about Scamacca? He's a decent player. He's a decent striker. I don't think he's that great. For me, I don't think he should be the striker for Italy, the Euros. I don't think he's that caliber. I think Redigoye should be the striker. I mean, do you have any disagreements with the rank?
Yeah, no, I don't think. Obviously, Scamacca today was great. Like we cannot go against us today.
Oh yeah, Scamacca today was great, but we're talking about in general, right?
Like,
I think it means in general.
In general, I don't think he's that good, and he showed it many times that he's. But when he wants, he can be a very efficient striker, and that's probably what some teams need, like Atalanta. So like, if it's enough for them, fair play.
Yeah. Rank, I'm sorry for your loss.
Hey, Kule, the only thing you can do, please destroy PSG next week. That's all I am asking for, okay?
We'll try our best. Porky says, Marseille will come back, in my opinion. I mean, Marseille should. And by the way, I think Marseille have only lost one match at home this season, which I think was against PSG. And let's be real, it's PSG. So,
wow.
But yeah, I mean, Marseille are generally good at home. So Benfica away from home, I don't think are good. I don't think Benfica's away form is good, if I remember. Correctly. I think they only won one game away from home. No, actually, sorry, two games. They won away at Rangers and they won away at Salzburg, I think, in Europe.
Yeah.
Whoever qualifies from this one go to the final. Hey, Chris, I know it's easy to say that, but if one of these teams won the Europa League, I'm just saying, man.
Save this comment.
Yes, we need. I need to start this actually, because if one of these teams win the Europa League, if Benfica or Marseille wins the Europa League,
we're gonna be here for the reaction stream, and we want you here, Chris. That's.
I'm just saying, man. If you guys are asking me from a neutral point of view, which team I want to win the Europa League the most, is one of these two teams. One of these two.
Damn,
I want one of these two teams. Sorry, Rank. This is a great Chris. What Leverkusen did to West Ham made me sick. What a beat. Okay, we'll get to Leverkusen, man. Leverkusen masterclass. Really. Noah Roger.
Roger Rabbit. That's great.
That's actually wild. Roger Rabbit. I don't. Was that unintentional, Matt, or was that like accident? I'm sure it was intentional, right?
Shout out to Who Framed Roger Rabbit, great movie.
Anyways, he'll at least make a pragma, especially away. Dude, he's gonna go defensive. I know Benfica's gonna go defensive second leg. Don't be surprised to see Benfica. Don't be surprised to see Benfica try to get Mourinho or Simeone as a coach.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. I won't be surprised. Okay, Dog does look alike. Oh, Rank. Imagine this goes to penalties. Benfica, Marseille. If this goes to penalties, oh my God. I'm saying this right now, guys. I don't trust Marseille on penalties. I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah.
I don't know who to trust though. I mean, that's tough.
I would kind of put my money on Benfica, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. And yeah, once again, man, Benfica needs to get a striker because the striker they have has been awful. Like, thanks to it. I know he had a good game today, but I don't think he's that great in general.
Yeah.
Do you know much about him? Because I really don't, to be fair. But I don't
no, me neither.
Yeah, I thought it does look alike. At least Joao Mario hasn't been used as a DM like before. That's true, I suppose. Or SNES. Actually, why is Orson playing at left back? Isn't he like a left midfielder, left winger or something?
Yeah, I guess they were kind of like rotating for this game a bit.
Okay. Marseille is a bombing FC. Yeah, that's what I said, man. Consider it done ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, 81. Hello, 81 again. Where's KDB, man? He got injured. And he was rested, I guess. Roma might win the Europa League. We'll get to Roma, man. We'll get to Roma. Yeah, if De Rossi wins the Europa League, he's going to be Roma manager next season. Is he already? I think he's already the permanent coach, right?
I didn't read anything about it.
Oh yeah, he's interim. But I'm sure Roma's going to make it permanent if he wins the Europa League.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I like Marseille as a club, but this year would be crazy if they win it. Also, don't forget they're massive bottlers. I know that. I know that. I mean, French clubs in general are bottlers, to be fair. So, but I'm just saying, man, if Marseille wins the Europa League, that would be a huge dub for France. Huge win. And that would be embarrassing on PSG. Let me just say that right now, actually. Huge L for PSG. PSG, you better make sure that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen, PSG. Mourinho back to Benfica would be interesting. Liverpool could try to get Benfica back. Nunes. Yeah, do you want to give Darwin Nunes back to Benfica?
Depends on who we get, I guess.
Well, could De Rossi be like another Xabi Alonso? I think it's a bit too soon to say. Let's wait until the end of the season. Let's see what he does in the Europa League. Orson has played a left back quite a lot recently, but I don't think that's his natural position, though.
Yeah.
He's interim. Yes, he can. Benfica goes to Europa League. They break the European course. Oh, that is true. They also have a curse. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
50-year curse. And yeah, Rafa Silva and Di Maria, man. That second leg, man, I'm very much looking forward to see what happens. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to this game. Rank. This game was really, really. I don't know how to. This game was kind of. That wasn't really a. I was watching the Galazzo show and I didn't really see any moments from this game that much.
Yeah, I know. This game was basically decided once the genius Dybala decided to show up and give that massive assist for Mancini, and the game ended because Roma were getting a result on the road and they decided to go like this and say, "Okay, Milan, give us the best you got." When a boxer gets like this, it's like, "Okay, punch me." And Milan, we saw it right there. They created 25 shots, only 5 on target. Like Milan had everything in the second half, but they could not create any good chances. So we can see basically that Roma, they were getting the result they needed and they defended. And Milan, the attack was completely toothless. Like Leao, Giroud, Pulisic, they were nowhere to be seen. They were not creating anything up front. So yeah, for Milan, very disappointing because I hope they could not get anything. Even when with all the shots they created, they didn't create any chances. And Roma, fantastic result. They got a 1-0 on the road, and now they have to finish the tie at the Olimpico. Obviously, it's not going to be easy because it's an Italian derby. It's not like they are playing that away from home, but it's still advantage to Roma, and now they have to close it out. They got what they came for. They defended, and Milan didn't create anything in the, they couldn't create any big chances with the shots they had. And yeah, this is another masterclass by De Rossi. By the way, De Rossi, come to Boca, please. You already came to Boca to play as a footballer. Like now you have to be the coach for Boca, okay? That's what I'm going to say. If you really love Boca that much, come coach to the Bombonera again, please. That's all I'm asking for.
But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to add. Rank pretty much nailed all the points I wanted to say here. That Roma pretty much started the game great. Great goal from Mancini. Great assist there from Dybala. And shout out to Lukaku. And I know you guys probably wondering, why am I shouting out Lukaku? Because he actually came out clutch. Not in the attacking aspect, but in the defensive aspect. Because he made, I think, was it 2 or 3? I forgot how many. I think it was 2 or 3. Rank, how many was it? Do you remember? I think it was 2 or 3.
I think it was 2, but he probably did something else.
Yeah, he did 2 off-the-line clearances. 2 off-the-line clearances. Mm-hmm. And those are in close range. I think Giroud had a great shot. And I forgot who else got the shot from Milan. But he was fantastic defensively, which I didn't even think I would be saying this. So,
yeah.
That was crazy, man. And then, yeah, pretty much Milan tried everything they could to break down. It was pretty much like Milan trying to play against a wall. you're trying to get past the wall, trying to get past the wall,
Yeah.
trying to get past the wall.
But they weren't even
trying to get past
hitting the wall because they only had 5 shots on target. Like, it wasn't even that much.
like no, like I like, how do I put this towards? Like when you hit, like you're running out of ideas, so you just keep like crossing.
Mhm.
Like, so yeah,
Milan
it's
really
just-
got
it was-
desperate.
And you know what's really weird? Milan's attack looks great on paper. Giroud, Leao, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, then Okafor, Turquoise. Look how many attacking options they have. Look at Jovic, for crying out loud. At Roma, besides Lukaku and Dybala, and maybe Pellegrini, El Shaarawy. I mean, it's really between Dybala and Lukaku, to be honest, when it comes to goal scoring.
Yeah, it is.
There's really not a lot of goal scorers for this team.
Yeah, but this team is just really solid. Like with Mancini, Smalling, Svilar, the goalkeeper, got man of the match, and he had also a great performance. And like Paredes, Cristante, the midfield is so solid. This guy Pellegrini is a bowler as well. So like Roma is just a very solid team, and in the midfield it shows kind of.
Yeah, and also and credit to Roma, they actually knew to sign Indico. Indico is one of their best center backs. And obviously Milan didn't have Tomori for this game. Maybe if Tomori had played, maybe he could have done better than UEL, maybe. But obviously he'll be back for the second leg. But yeah, I mean, for Milan, man, it's gonna be very difficult now because they have to travel away to Roma. And by the way, guys, just so you guys know, I think my commentary was saying this is the first time Roma won away Milan since I think 2017.
Damn.
Yeah, let me actually just make sure. Let me actually just make sure this is correct. 2017. Yeah. This is the first time, I think. Yeah, first time, wow. I believe. Yeah, so wow, that's actually a crazy stat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, it's been a very long time. But yeah, I mean, for Milan, man, I picked Milan to advance, and I picked them as my team to win the Europa League from the beginning of the year, and now they might be proving me wrong. So yeah. Yeah, and let me just say this right now, man. If De Rossi wins the Europa League with Roma, I think Jose Mourinho's legacy with Roma is
coming under question.
Yeah, let's put it under question. So, yeah, very disappointing, man. Very disappointing. All right, let's go ahead and read some of you guys' comments. Okay. Is this will be last like 2016? I thought the Benfica card was only for the Champions League. No, I think it's is it just for the Champions League or Europa League as well? I don't actually know.
I don't know.
Well, whatever the case is, it's gonna be interesting. Pookie says Mourinho would break the curse. Actually, it is, but they haven't won any European competitions too. I wonder if Porto fans will like Mourinho again if he goes to Benfica. Dude, man, if Benfica gets Mourinho, man, Porto fans are gonna get so angry.
Yeah.
Okay, so can Milan do this, guys, or do you think it's gonna? I mean, it's still tight, man. It's still tight.
It's still tight, but it's clearly advantage Roma. I think, like the tie is not over by any means.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, man, for sure. Ask the man in the chat. He's a Porto fan. De Rossi really has rejuvenated Roma. What if Mourinho goes to Benfica? And also another shout out to De Rossi. De Rossi did a big decision. He benched Patricio. Patricio's not been great. Mm-hmm. And put Sevilar in, and the second choice goalkeeper, he's been fantastic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I remember, I think under Mourinho, they were really bad defensively, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So he's made them a lot better defensively. And he's actually getting them to play better football at home. So that's the thing. Although to be fair, Mourinho also kind of went defensive on the road, but
yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I think this defensive shape from De Rossi is better than Mourinho's one. Mourinho goes to Benfica. How long did he play for Boca?
For like 6 months, I think.
Yeah. If Roma wins the Europa League after sacking Mourinho, that would be a crazy narrative.
Difficult conversation.
HH would definitely not want to see that.
Damn.
Roma fixtures got easy after Mourinho. We don't know what would happen, to be fair. But yeah, De Rossi's the man. Mourinho is struggling against small clubs too, so far at least. And answer your question, that would be weird, but he did start at Benfica. Yeah, I know. I think he's the best. I think this is the best Europa League in years. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I would agree. don't think I would agree.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, I think I would agree. Like the quarterfinals, we have all 8 of the quarterfinals are decent.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think this is a good one, man. Good. He finished second in the Europa League group too. Yes, I know. Chukwueze was awful for us, Nigeria, the AFCON. Well, to be fair, Nigeria's attackers didn't really show up in the AFCON, so I don't really know how much you could single-handedly blame Chukwueze, but let's just say Nigeria in general, their attack was bad in the AFCON. But yeah, Chukwueze didn't really perform that well in the AFCON. That's true. Dybala is Roma's best attacker. Yeah, I would agree. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Dybala. Okay, Rank. Okay, so let's get this pronunciation clear. So how should I pronounce?
Dybala.
Dybala. Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to remember that. Mourinho not dropping Patricio for Silva cost him his job too. Ooh. Interesting. We go to H, the only bald guy. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay. I don't know if I should read the entire thing out loud. Yes, he did. Metzer did well with the bald guy. I still believe Mourinho was sacked mainly because he's getting red cards. No, that can't be the only reason. If that's the only reason, that seems stupid.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's probably a part of the reason, but it can't be the only reason. 80, it's Pioli's fault. He's a big blank terrorist. Oh shoot, I should have said that. he's a bad coach. Is it really Pioli's fault, Rank, or do you really is it really down the players to the coach?
Well, Pioli has been under pressure for a while now because sure, he won like a Serie A and he got Milan to a Champions League semifinals, which they haven't done in a long time. But Pioli has been under pressure for a while now, especially with how he's done in the Milan derby. So I feel like there's definitely some fault to Pioli, but the players need to perform better. Like, what happened to Leao? What happened to the world-class Leao allegations? Like, where did that go?
Yeah, people were telling me Leao is one of the best wingers in the world. That's what people told me.
Yeah.
And if you really are world-class, then you have to show up in big games. You have to show up in big games. And European competitions.
In general.
Well, especially in European competitions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and Pulisic, my man, Captain America, did not have a great game. So, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, obviously Pioli's probably at fault, but I think it's a bit of both. But to be fair, I do think Milan is kind of giving Pioli the benefit of the doubt because he did win the Serie A after some long time, but there's only so long that can last for. You need to move on, and I really do believe Milan don't win the Europa League this season. He has to get sacked. I'm going to say this right now. I think he has to get sacked at the end of the season. If they don't win the Europa League, in my opinion. Hi, Sebastian. And Mourinho doesn't actually have loyalty when he takes jobs. He managed Chelsea, Tottenham. Yeah. Luke says Mourinho legacy will just be fine. I mean, of course his legacy in general will be great, but his Roma legacy won't be great. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
He had Fonzo the owners. Hello, okay. Cause match. Respect Pioli, man. He won you the Serie A, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Milan needs to sack Pioli. What about PSG smashing? Really want to Champions League with Porto, and it's not been good lately, so I won't feel too bad. Agreed. Patricio is the most overrated goalkeeper along with Trapp. Okay, that's a hot take. Is that a hot take, actually?
It's a hot take, but I like it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I like that opinion.
I could kind of somewhat partially agree, to be fair.
I can respect that opinion. I don't know if I agree with it, but I can respect it.
I don't think it's not too far-fetched, I would say. It's reasonable. What if Mourinho won the Europa League last season in Roma? Okay. De Rossi made the tag better, in my opinion. All right, Sebastian, we'll see, man. We'll see. And somebody needs to kick Pioli's wall. Wow. The 2019 Europa League was better. I don't really remember. Actually, Rick, do you remember?
Well, that was an entertaining one. The thing is that the Champions League was also being so crazy that year. So, I don't remember much from the Europa League.
Yeah, I just remembered. I remember Chelsea won. Eden Hazard, man. I do remember that. What was it? Benfica Frankfurt game was crazy. That was a crazy game. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lo. You better do. I say D Bala, Die Beller. That's mainly AD. That's not the only reason. Milan didn't build their own this year, 2022. Well, at all. Because not the only reason. They also watched like his idol Fidaldo. Yeah, come on, that's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh. He's still good, man. He's still good. But yeah, this is another thing from Milan. They have to find a replacement for Giroud. This is another issue.
Yeah.
Because Giroud, I'm sorry, I know Giroud's a good striker and all, and I know he's very well respected, and a lot of fans like him for both on and off the pitch. But you gotta have to find a replacement, man. You have to find a replacement, and LAFC is calling, man. LAFC is calling. So
yeah,
that would be exciting for LAFC. But I would hate it. I don't want to see that LAFC. Buendia and Giroud. Oh God. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, Milan needs to find a striker. You know who they, in my opinion, Milan needs to sign Sesko. I think Sesko would be a great striker.
I can see it,
Young
yeah.
striker. Judas watched, thank God. It did not say he's ready to Lautaro. He's going to LFC, I think. Is Drew finished? Yeah, Drew might be fit. Actually, is he finished, Rank, or you still think he's got more in him?
I mean, it's hard because every time I write off Giroud is when he comes up clutch, you know. So I cannot say. I can never write off Giroud until he's really finished. So every time I've said he's finished, he showed me that he wasn't. So like,
let me just say that he's declining. I think we can agree with that. He needs to move. Giroud is only good for advertisers. Why wouldn't he? He won a European tour with Roma. But the thing is, like, actually, that is true. That's true. I mean, we'll see. But I'm just saying, man, Europa League is bigger than Conference League, man. You know. But yeah, actually, it is kind of it is a bit harsh if we. Okay, well, let's just see, man. Let's see if Roma wins it, Europa League. But yeah, we there's definitely a conversation that could be had. People say it's about but Sebastian respect Drudy. He won a World Cup. I mean, why would it? Ramsdale was overrated. Yeah, Ramsdale was overrated. I like Europa League 2021, 2023. Don't sign more Chelsea players. They're all bottless at table. Oh, come on, man. Pulisic's been great, man. Pulisic's been great. I think Milan will sign Xerxes. Lol. Ramsdale's still overrated. France needed a new striker too. Gokaris to Milan. That would be also a good striker. I don't know. I just got the feeling Gokaris is going to go to the Premier League. I just got a feeling for some reason. Boniface would be good for Milan. Cisco plays the wing. But he's a dangerous man. He didn't win anything else at Roma. As you know, I love Mo. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get top of the last game, man. Last game we just got here. It is Leverkusen 2, West Ham 0. Ranked for this game. West Ham decided to, West Ham basically tried to do what Roma did, and they couldn't get on. They lost actually.
Yeah.
So, and oh my God, West Ham were committing so many fouls. Like I was like, why were they committing so many fouls? It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It almost felt like they were like playing like Getafe.
Yeah, kind of like, this is what we call Brexit, okay, guys? This is what we call Brexit.
Oh, man. There's not really a whole lot to say. They were just awful in this game. They're terrible.
Look at the stats, by the way.
Oh, my God.
Jesus. Look at that map with the shots. What is that?
David Moyes, man. David Moyes. What are you doing?
Manchester United legend.
Oh my God. And I'm ashamed of what I predicted in my Europa League predictions. I'm ashamed. Jesus. I'm a clown. This is like garbage prediction for me. Now, to be fair, they can still come back though. But if they somehow come back, okay, let me do this right now, guys. If they somehow come back, I'm gonna look like a genius.
I feel like Bayer Leverkusen, obviously they're gonna be happy they won, but they should have scored more. Like Bayer Leverkusen should have killed this game. And now they have to go to London Stadium to, kind of like close out the tie, which I think they will. But I feel like this was a missed opportunity by Leverkusen because they could have killed the game in this game. They could have killed the tie on this game, and they didn't. I feel like they should have scored more. But yeah, shout out to Leverkusen because they've been having an amazing season, still unbeaten this season, which is crazy. Like, if they finish the season unbeaten, the whole season unbeaten, there's gonna be a scary conversation about Leverkusen where we rank this team like all time. Like, there's gonna
Is it
be
better
a
than
very
Arsenal?
scary...
Is it better than Arsenal? That's what.
Chad, is it better than Arsenal if Leverkusen go unbeaten? Just saying, it's gonna be crazy, especially in the Bundesliga against, like, after the 14 years of Bayern Munich winning the Bundesliga, if someone goes unbeaten, excuse me. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to all the players like Grimaldo, Ta, Ezequiel Palacios, Xhaka, Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, Schick, and even Victor Boniface coming off the bench. Someone was calling the real Victor, comparing him to Osman. Like, shout out to them. Yeah, it's crazy. And West Ham, I mean, you did nothing. You got what you deserve, basically.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, yeah. For West Ham, man, they were just abysmal in this game. Obviously, I understand that Alvarez wasn't playing, and obviously he's been one of their best players. He's suspended for this game. But still, it doesn't excuse how bad you were defensively. And Paqueta, one of your best players, is going to be out for the second leg.
Jesus.
Yeah, for West Ham, man, if it's this might be a very hot take, but I actually think Liverpool have a better chance to do a comeback than West Ham. Do you guys agree with that? I know it's a pretty hot take.
I don't agree with that, but it's a take. I don't know if it's a hot take, but it's a take.
Yeah, put it this way. But for West Ham, man, if they somehow pull this comeback, I will go crazy. Just for saying this right now. But yeah, I mean, for West Ham, man, yeah, this is disgusting, embarrassing. David Moyes, I think it would be a miracle if West Ham do it. And yeah, for West Ham, man, what is there to say? For that goal, man, Hoffman, and the amount of late winners Leverkusen keep getting is ridiculous. Like, I don't know how this keeps happening. Like, it just feels like everything is lining up for them. Everything is lining up for them. Like this is like, this feels too good to true. How do you keep doing this every single game? And it also feels like every single game this is happening.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, then obviously Boniface came off the bench to score. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. And for West Ham, man, very disappointing for them. And it's crazy. They almost walked out here with the draw.
Yeah.
They almost shout out to Fabianski. Fabianski, man, came up clutch, man. He made a lot of saves because, correct me if I'm wrong, is Ariel the first choice keeper or is that Fabianski?
No, Ariola is the first choice. Ariola is really good. I really rate him.
So that's crazy. That as a bench keeper, you're doing this in the game like this. Crazy. Against one of the best teams in the world. That's insane. Yeah. So,
but yeah, it's weird that Moyes is not prioritizing the Europa League, seeing how he, they are 7th in the Premier League and they are not close to top 4. So, like, why aren't you going hard for the Europa League? That's weird.
Do you think he was trying to do a Simeone and trying to go for a draw here and win the home game?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, looking at the stats, he told the players, guys, let's get the 0-0 draw and win the game the second leg. Like, that's what they were trying to do, but it didn't work.
Yeah,
I just don't know why you wouldn't field your best 11 this game.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. And yeah, for West Ham, man, very, very disappointed. I am ashamed. I'm disgusted, embarrassed for this prediction. And West Ham, man, please do a comeback for my sake. Because if they don't do a comeback, I that might be one of my worst predictions I've had one of my worst takes I've had on the channel a long time. So my integrity on the channel might be questioned. But yeah, Leverkusen, man, very, very good win for them, and they deserve it, man. They deserve it. And this wasn't even the best Leverkusen team. That's even the craziest thing because obviously Radecki wasn't starting. Obviously Hoffman didn't start. And Boniface, like, I think Boniface and Hoffman. Well, actually, Boniface is better than Schick. So, like, they put Frimpong as a winger when he's normally a right back. So the amount of depth they have is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, interesting. Okay, let's go go through your comments. Where are we at? Okay. Okay. You want them a European tour. What more do you want? France have a cool body striker. You want to do the World Cup? Credit to Emi Martinez, man. Lol. West Ham disgusting team. Sebastian says that Europa League final was meant to be his. Paqueta could have got second right after getting his first. He's lucky. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for mentioning that. Foresight. I completely forgot to mention that. Paqueta, man, this guy has been a tackling. This guy is so like I don't know what's happened to him, man. Like the guy is like so dangerous when it comes to tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Like the technical, like he still got it, but like I don't know. I just don't feel like he's now becoming more physical. You know?
Yeah, he's not good defensively.
Yeah, whatsoever. West Ham played much worse than most Bundesliga sides facing Leverkusen. That's actually the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Leverkusen whooped that. I thought West Ham were good in the first half. Yeah, actually, to be fair, West Ham were okay the first half. But the second half, I mean, to be fair, both halves were bad, but at least first half was at least somewhat better because I at least got a shot. But yeah, second half was a disgrace.
Yeah.
But it's not really saying much. Could have won the Coppa Italia, maybe. Someone thought the players was cats. Okay. Hold on. Let's move on. 33 shots to 1. Huh? Yeah, maybe, I guess. Moyes is the best ever coach of Scotland. Huh? Come on, man. There's a... Okay, maybe man. The best... Okay, come on. You can maybe say he's the best coach and maybe the best current coach. You can maybe say that. But not all time. All time is ridiculous. West Ham are coming back. Brexit discussed will bring up this. So now you're still the foot. All right, any thoughts? Any comments on this?
Sure, everybody. But the Brexit tackle meme, like it's crazy.
Well, Matt, the point we're trying to make here is that West Ham didn't play to win; they played to park the bus. That's the point we're trying to make, right?
I mean, I brought it up because you said they were fouling a lot, so like the Brexit tackle came to mind.
Yeah, I mean they were fouling a lot, right? So, West Ham goalkeeper was the best player for the team. Okay, come on. Okay, that's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy. Frankie Douglas or clear him if it was his opportunity. Actually, it gave more hopes for Liverpool to go through the West Ham. Boys tried. Okay, I'm not going to read that part out. Boniface is going to be in the Bundesliga DFB Pokal this season. For some reason, I still think West Ham will beat them at home. Yeah, West Ham could beat them maybe a 2-1 or a 1-0.
It would be tragic if the unbeaten season ends like that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think that could happen, but I don't think West Ham have enough to overturn the deficit. I think that's Boniface is a star for us, Nigeria. Maybe why not do Usman and Boniface together? I would like to see that. I think that could be good. Unbeaten, and for your first title, Boniface, a true Nigeria victor. One thing you can say is that Arsenal had a lot of draws in invincible season. He's a real victor. It is over. Paqueta suspended the next leg. What is that laugh? Warts over Musiala and Bellingham. I don't know about that. We'll see. We said Edson Alvarez was missing. Yeah, did you think it was a huge loss?
No.
Come on, man. He's been good for West Ham, man.
Okay.
I mean, okay, but the thing is, even if Edson Alvarez played, West Ham probably still play this approach. They probably still do this. So maybe obviously it was a huge loss. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I don't know if he would have made a lot of difference for the goal scoring aspect.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah, Boniface will quote a celebration when he scored that Nigeria was a god and rivalry lives on.
Damn.
Oh my god! Imagine we had that as an AFCON final. That would have been crazy.
Crazy.
That would have been crazy. That would be insane, man. HH versus core. TJ said, "No, I don't. It's more of a sibling rivalry." Of course, a smoke on the UCL. This is probably one of the rare times I agree with Sebastian. I think Leverkusen would be. Leverkusen would be. They would be good in the Champions League. They'd be great. Imagine this team in the Champions League. Imagine they replace Leipzig, or Leipzig, because I think they finished fourth last season.
Yeah,
Leverkusen.
I mean, Leipzig did give Real Madrid a really good game. That was really, really close. So Leverkusen maybe do something against Real Madrid in the round of 16.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Arsenal still, Antonio's still starting for West Ham. Leverkusen will lose next week to be 44 games unbeaten, passing Juventus for the longest unbeaten runs in thousands.
Damn.
How would Leverkusen done the Champions League? Always like to be defensive. Leverkusen could win the treble. Yes, that is true.
Okay, if we count this as a treble, I'm gonna be shameless and count the 84 treble for Liverpool. Okay,
it's a mini treble.
Nah.
Okay, it is a treble, but it's not the real treble. How about that? Not the proper treble.
I'm counting the Liverpool treble. I don't care.
Okay, Spooky said Paguaita is good. The thing is that the West Ham play today is how West Ham sets up against Leverkusen last 3 weeks. We're used to playing against setup. He's just too physical. He's too good for them. We didn't expect that. Imagine Man City signed Paqueta. Imagine how the Sebastian read them always coming. But go to miss a second leg. Alonso's actually on playing career mode. He's going to go undefeated this season with a treble. It's 380. West Ham goal crew said that many times. One in face of Holland. Come on, man. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, I don't know. The Boniface hasn't played a long time, man. He's been injured. Alonso's that guy. Might have to start that convo. Boniface versus Holland. I was meant to call a whole bench, to be honest. West Ham looked dangerous the first half on set pieces. What about Osimhen and Boniface? West Ham has so many top level players. I would say Edson Alvarez was missing in play. Ghana versus us final will be insane. What if Leverkusen had Alonso for that whole season last season? I don't see why winning the UEL can't be considered a trouble. It's not like the. Okay. It's not like the.
I'm gonna say the same thing about the 83-84 season. Why winning the Carabao Cup doesn't count for the show? And that's the same conversation.
It's because the FA Cup is older. That's what people told me.
That I'm saying. That I'm saying.
Boniface is probably more talented than Holland. Let's restart the Europa League. The trouble involves the Champions League. Like it's a for me, it won't be like it won't be like the proper treble. It won't be like the treble that.
That's all I'm gonna say. 84 Liverpool, English Premier League, Champions League, and Carabao Cup. That's a treble for me. That's for me is a treble.
Okay, so let's do a poll for the Europa League. One final poll. I should have probably just done this instead of doing it in each individual one. So which match are you most looking forward to next week? And then we need to get to Conference League. Jeez, it's been already an hour.
Damn.
So which Europa League match are you most excited for next week, Brink?
Probably, I feel like the one that has the most potential is Marseille against Benfica. I feel like that one has the potential to be really, really good because Marseille have to go for a result, and we're going to see how Benfica approach the game. After that, I feel like Roma-Milan is also going to be great. And the other two, I guess it depends what the team that has to do a comeback decides to do. Like if Liverpool and West Ham decide to show up and score early, we could have a game in those as well.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So let me do a poll. So what's the last one? For me personally, I'm looking forward to. I feel like it's up because I'm trying to choose. If I had to choose one, Marseille, Benfica, Roma, Milan. I'm gonna say Roma, Milan. I think that will be more because I feel like Benfica will go extremely defensive. I think the Roma, Milan. I think both teams will go for it. I don't think either team will go defensive. So that's why I'm going to go with that one. But it's a close one. It's a close one, man. It's close. So, okay, let's go ahead and move on to the Conference League, man. Now, obviously, Conference League, we're gonna just do quickly, like 20 minutes maybe, because we're going a bit too long, an hour 18, and I normally try to do this in an hour, but we'll quickly go through these games. Although to be fair, a lot of these games are kind of dead, not dead, but like I don't know how to explain, but like not really a whole lot to discuss, I guess. So let's start with the first game we got here. It's Pleasant 0, Fiorentina 0. Guys, I don't even have much to say on this game. This was a snooze fest. A snooze fest. Oh my god, this game was so boring. I'm so glad I didn't watch this game. Like, I barely watched it. Okay, I barely watched any of this game. And once again, man, Fiorentina, man. I'm sorry.
No, continue.
Yeah, Fiorentina have a hard time scoring, man. I don't know what's up with Fiorentina this year, man. They've just been awful form this year. Yeah. And Pleasant, man, once again, man, defensively are so difficult to break down. If Pleasant actually managed, you know, it'd be really crazy, guys. If Pleasant wins this Conference League by penalties, like they do a penalty shootout their entire way through.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Rank, thoughts on this game?
Yeah, like you said, it was a very boring game. I guess that Fiorentina, because they are the team playing on the road, they are going to be the most happy of the two. But both teams, didn't really create much. But I guess that kind of plays into Fiorentina's favor because now they have the second leg at home to kind of try to get a result and win the tie. And Victoria Pleasant, very valiant effort getting this tie at home. But now they have to go to Italia kind of to try and get a result. And yeah, it's going to be difficult. But obviously the tie is very much open. But yeah, this game wasn't really good.
Yeah, and so not really a whole lot to discuss, man. And Fiorentina, man, just make sure you guys don't lose to Pleasant, because if you guys lose to Pleasant, I'm sorry, the Serie A is gonna get clowned. It's gonna get clowned.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be bad for Serie A if Fiorentina goes out in the Conference League this to Victoria Pleasant?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and actually, this is a good question. Yeah, this is actually a good question. Why is Beltran in the midfield? What the heck? Isn't he a striker? He's a River Plate striker, I think, right?
Footmove does weird things at times.
Yeah, but Vincenzo Italiano, man, you got to fix him tactically, because I don't know what's going on, man. And Belotti, I'm sorry, Belotti's trash. Belotti cannot be your striker. This guy's awful.
Yeah, but I don't think that Beltran was playing there. I think that Footmove is doing some funny stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Belotti is a trash striker. Do you agree?
Yeah, I don't rate the guy.
Okay. All right. Let me read some of your guys' comments. Okay. Especially if you start in the Europa League. The trouble involves the Champions League. Not the same thing for Anglo. Can't wait for the next week. Who will make the semifinals of Europa tournaments? It has to be the main continental, main domestic league. Okay. All right. Especially as a PSG won the Quad League, French Cup, Super Cup, and UCL. Okay, first make sure you beat Barcelona. First, make sure, okay? League Cup isn't on the same level as FA Cup. Carabao Cup is like teams. Sebastian. Okay, enjoy losing to Bayern. We're really battling the Europa League. Klopp is a world-class manager, but a bit overrated. Okay, I will say this. His record in finals isn't great. But I don't think he's overrated, in my opinion. But maybe you could talk about the finals part in particular. We own them. Olympiacos cooked Fenerbahce. Yeah, now this conference can't be considered a treble. Fenerbahce got cooked. I'm at the perfect time because I can see the conference league matches. Plus, I can win the treble, conference league, in the cup. I'm watching Olympiacos. Electroblast can do unthinkable. If they beat Fiorentina the second leg, either all penalties or not, it won't happen again. Fiorentina make the final again. Imagine Fiorentina lose a back-to-back conference league finals, Copa Italia finals. If that happens, man, the Fiorentina fans might have to. There's gonna be war. I'm putting it this way. There's gonna be some violence that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be bad. I don't want to get too much into details, but it's gonna be bad. Fiorentina, for your sake, if you make the final, don't lose back-to-back finals, especially in the Conference League. Maybe Italian Cup, okay, but not the Conference League. Fiorentina lose the final again. Victoria's Secret going to go semifinal. Sebastian, vice versa, the midfield striker. Sebastian, man. Also, interesting fact that Pleasant's only can see one goal in the Conference League. Yeah, Fiorentina, Vlahovic back. Doing okay despite the loss. We'll talk about that. Okay. This game, man. I walk, man. I mean, it seems like they came into this game being defensive, and they didn't really have any attacking interest. It seems. And Club Brugge, man, that penalty miss, man, that was a horror. That was a big miss. Huge save from Kwiatkowski, Rodriguez, man. And yeah, great goal from Vitelsa, man. And I think for Walk, man, it's for Brugge, man, they should have won this game by a bigger margin. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be disappointing for Bruges. They should have won like 2 or 3-0 if they wanted like a comfortable advantage going into the second leg. Because now the tie is wide open. POC, obviously they didn't play great, but at least if there's any positive is that they only lost 1-0 because it could have been a lot worse. And now they have the second leg at home where they can do something. So yeah, hope that Bruges doesn't regret this result because they should have won by more. And now they have to close out the tie on the road, and it's going to be dicey. So we'll see what the second leg awaits because it's going to be exciting, it feels like.
And remember, guys, POC is a team to be scared. This team is scary, guys. This team did the double over Frankfurt, the Europa League winners a few seasons ago. They destroyed Dinamo Zagreb, a team that doesn't concede a lot of goals. Club Brugge, man, you're in a lot of trouble, man. A lot of trouble. I'm just saying, man. If Club Brugge can somehow escape out there 0-0, props to them, man. Props to them. But the second leg's will be crazy, man. Second leg's will be crazy. Pog doing okay despite the loss. Quite wait to see Pog batter Club Brugge next week. Come on, man. Why do you come on? They they won't batter, man. They won't batter. Actually, what's your definition of batter? Like, it has to be 3-0 up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Pog will beat Brugge. PSG aren't winning the Champions League, Sebastian. Club might have the same amount of Premier League titles as Ranieri. Club only winning one Premier League title. Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, Alex, like, is criminal. They'll ride. It's because of Man City low. Yeah, that's exactly like the thing is like, put it this way, Tari. If Man City wasn't this good, Liverpool would have more Premier League titles. And I think you would agree with this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul going to win the second leg 3-0. Paul can go through. Pookie, they should have won in the 18-19 after being top of Christmas. I mean, it was very fine margins, man. Only 1 point lost, man. Only 1 point difference. I've heard we'll have extra time in Greece next week. Club likes being underdog too much. He's my booster on Club Brugge winning 2-0 and they missed a pen. Come on, man. Aston Villa is trying to win the Conference League to classify Champions League as it will guarantee 5 spots for England next CL. Yeah. All right, let's quickly go to this one. I'm going to save the best for last. You know which game is the best. All right, Aston Villa versus Lille, man. I want to shout out to Rank, man. Rank, your countryman came up clutch today. Because, my goodness me, man, if your countryman didn't come up clutch, I think Lille might have won this game. Or even maybe tied this game. Because this guy, Emi Martinez, man, oh my God, what a performance from him, man. For me, I don't know what football is smoking and say McGinn is the man of the match. Because for me, he should be the man of the match.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Rank, what's your thoughts of this game, man?
Yeah, like you were saying, that first half, it was very back and forth. And the only reason that Aston Villa were winning was because of those big saves by Emi Martinez. One in the 21st minute, I don't remember who it was. He saved one on Jonathan David near the end of the first half. But he had like 2 or 3 really big saves in the first half. That one in the 24th was like really big. Yeah. Like kind of like point blank. So yeah, Emi Martinez kind of like keeping. I was gonna come here and say how he kept a clean sheet, but obviously they conceded near the end. But he still did a fantastic job with those 6 saves. And the Aston Villa defense is really awful. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like Pau Torres and the other guy were horrendous today.
Diego Carlos.
Jesus Christ. Like, the Aston Villa defense is so garbage. But Emi Martinez did actually bail them out this time. And, it's still not a comfortable result for Aston Villa because obviously being at home, you would expect a better than only a one goal lead. So now they have to go to France to close the tie out. And, it's going to be very close. The tie is very much open. If they had kept that 2-0 lead, we probably would have had a different conversation. We would say that Aston Villa has a clear advantage. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. This tie is probably the best one in the Conference League because both these teams are pretty good. Obviously, Ollie Watkins and McGinn coming up clutch with the goals. But yeah,
McGinn, the captain, man.
Yeah, obviously. So yeah, it was a very back and forth game. Lille, they probably deserved a bit more, but hey, they found a brick wall in Emi Martinez that they couldn't get through until the last few minutes. And yeah, the second leg is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, no, was it the Watkins goal or the McGinn goal? I forgot which goal. There was a banger. I think it was McGinn goal, actually, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
The McGinn goal was fantastic. And yeah, even though McGinn got man of the match, for me, it should have been Emi Martinez. It should have been Emi Martinez. And yeah, Aston Villa, man, it's crazy how bad this defense is and how they managed to win this game. And it's crazy what Unai Emery is doing. Like, this is dud. Like, if Unai Emery can get Champions League football with Aston Villa and win the Conference League, hey, that's a scare. That is hard to argue against because you look at this Aston Villa team. This team is worse than Spurs and Man United. as a squad, right? Do you agree?
Yeah.
And the fact they're above both of those teams. Man, you're not Tottenham, man. This is bad. And yeah, man. And then they even had a goal disallowed. Goodmanson, obviously, the 63rd minute. I felt like that was really harsh to disallow it. It was offside, I believe, so that's why I disallowed. But yeah, man. Leo, man, in my opinion, this is one of the most underrated teams in the one of the top 5 leagues. And I know people are going to tell me Ligue 1 is not a top 5 league. It is, according to the UEFA rankings. Okay, so they're one of the most underrated teams of France. Do you agree, Rank?
Yeah.
So, yeah, very, very good, very great performance from Emi Martinez. Villa gonna bottle to Leo, man. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I really hope Leo can do it. As well win it. As well win the Conference League. Hold on, we got my prediction right. Martinez is world class. See, Magnon over Emi Martinez. Of course, Sebastian is gonna say this. Nah, not in current form. Emi Martinez is better, man. Current form. Okay. I don't think so. Which save is better? Martinez save versus France or Casillas versus save versus Spain? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Look back on them. Look back on them and tell me which one's better. Also, look at the timer. Look at the timer at which time it happened, and tell me.
But you can't really say the timing of a save makes a save better. I think it's more critical. You could say that, but the save itself you can't change.
But here's what I'm gonna say. I feel like obviously there's credit to Casillas, but I feel like Casillas one was more accidental, and meanwhile the Martinez one was more planned, because you see that Martinez kind come off his line and allow Colomani to shoot to his near post and then stretches the leg. You see, like Martinez is standing and leaving him the near post open and then stretches the leg to kind of make that save. So I feel like the Martinez save is more deliberate, while as the Casillas was diving to the other side and kind of like catches the Robin shot with his leg. So I would say that the Casillas one was more accidental and the Martinez one was more deliberate.
Okay. I don't know. It's tough to say. They're both really good saves. Martinez versus France. Trick question, I guess. Martinez went from being an RGF fan to the stands to win the World Cup with Argentina as #1 goalkeeper. Only because if Messi scored, Messi would have lost that final. Arsenal would have kept him. France. Casillas' save was law defining because Casillas never played against Spain. Oh, I do think that Casillas' save was better, man. For real. He probably made a mistake. Casillas, save Puyol's blank. Emi Martinez is overrated by some people. Yeah, I do think he's a bit overrated, mainly for his club form, because I have seen Emi Martinez make some howlers in the previous. I've seen it before. Really bad errors. But he's still very good. He's still a great goalkeeper. But yeah, or Ella brother. Leo fell off the league on title 2021. I think they're starting to rebuild. I think this team is starting to rebuild. And I really like the center back. Euro, the center back is this center back is amazing. This center back could be the next big thing. Look up for this guy. I rank. What's your thoughts about this guy? Because this guy's a talented center back. Really good center back. 18 years old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna? I feel really bad for him because France are so blessed with the center back position to have too many center backs. So I lady in rank. Desmond, what's up? I'm in the Netherlands. Colombo bricked it. I mean, Martinez might have a better legs than Casillas. Come on. I think that's a bit far fetched. I think Casillas will have a better legacy. You all have Ain beating City at the Etihad. Randall didn't get all of his shot, I think. Martinez didn't have to move as much. Because he has won everything. No, Sebastian. Just want to trust me. I know that. Sebastian Stumble. I like Leo. So, Garza, I'm a big fan. Your next PhD center back is going to reject. Okay, I'm not going to read that part. Imagine if Leo kept their best players. No, Martinez's save was better. That's actually debatable, to be fair. I don't think it was a clear and obvious answer. Do you agree, Rank? Great goal for the center back. Okay, now the best game of the Conference League of the 4. So it was actually interesting, Rank. I thought this would be one side, one of the worst game, one of the most one-sided games. But then I don't know what Fenerbahce did in the second half, man. They came up. So that first goal, man, I don't know what Soyuncu was doing. A terrible mistake, a horrendous mistake from Soyuncu. Terrible mistake. Do you agree, Rank?
Yeah.
It was a terrible mistake. And obviously, Fortounis scores to make it 1-0. And then Jovetic, man, scored another banger, scored a great goal there to make it 2-0. And then the third goal was from Chiquinho, man. And he did that celebration. And you know what celebration I'm talking about, guys. It's a controversial celebration. Controversial and the Asian Cup. I don't know how. I'm surprised. I'm surprised nothing happened here. I'm surprised nothing happened. But I'm not gonna get. I don't want to get too much into that because I think it's political. But anyways, Fenerbahce didn't get a penalty. Tadic scores, and then that was great combination. Samaski to Kavici to make it 3-2. And yeah, I think for Olympiacos, man, I just feel like they just got too complacent the second half and thought I think they got too. Do you think they got arrogant in the second half and got too overconfident?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts of this game? You have anything to add? What I said?
Yeah, kind of that. Atalanta, not. I'm fucking traumatized. Olympiacos looked great in the first half, obviously taking that 2-0 lead. They were playing really well, and Fenerbahce was nowhere to be seen. Obviously, we know all the troubles that are going on in Turkish football. You may have to do a video on Turkish football because, like, it's going mad with all the things.
It's going crazy. It's going crazy.
So yeah, obviously, Olympiacos taking that 2-0 lead, and it looked like they would kind of like close out the tie in the first leg. But then in the second half, I don't know what happened, and Fenerbahce grew back into the game, obviously off the back of that mistake that they made in the back line. And yeah, it all went downhill for Olympiacos, who went to concede a second. And obviously they revived near the end and scored a third, but it's going to feel like a missed opportunity for Olympiacos because they could have won this game comfortably and have a comfortable lead to defend on the second leg in Turkey, and now they have to travel away to a very hostile atmosphere. Obviously, we also know like the rivalry between Greece and Turkey, how it is. So it's going to be crazy in that second leg, and Fenerbahce could still do something because they are still very much alive in this tie. And yeah, it's going to be disappointing for Olympiacos if they don't manage to advance because they should have won this game by more.
Yeah, and I'm just saying this right now, man. If this goes to penalties, I'm scared if it goes to penalties. The penalties will be insane.
Yeah.
If it goes to penalties, guys, it's gonna be crazy. Because I wouldn't be surprised. Because I'm looking at the other 4 games. I feel like this game is a high probability going to penalties. Do you agree? Of the 4? Rick, you still there? Okay, I think he might have disconnected. But yeah. Wait. Oh, Rank, are you still there? Okay. So, anyways, but as I was saying, I just think that for Fenerbahce, man, they're gonna for Olympiacos, man, they're gonna regret not finishing the game off because yes, they won the game, but only winning 3-2 is not good, and they have to travel away for the second leg, and now they're going to have to defend for their lives in the second leg because I'm pretty sure Fenerbahce are going to be on it from the word go. And like I said, Rank, do you think this? I feel like this game has a great chance to go penalties of the 4.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, man, Olympiacos, man, let's see if they can do it, man. Let's see if they can do it. Let me read your guys' comments. Okay. I like Leo Zaragoza. I'm a big fan. Yeah, that guy's a good player. Imagine Leo kept their best players. No, Martinez was better. Or say have the world from tears. I mean, what if Martinez wins the Cup in the next World Cup? But she needs the Champions League. Martinez should be playing the Champions League. Like, okay, maybe you could say international career is better than Casillas, but not overall career. You can maybe say that. Say Onchi fell off. Olympiacos coach didn't make the subs on time. Yeah, I think Olympiacos, man, he should have made. And why was the subs made so late, bro? Why was the substitutions made so late? And this is a Europa League coach, man. The guy that won Sevilla the Europa League last season. I expect him to manage better than this. Do you agree, Rank?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fred came on and Fenerbahce started to cook. Yeah, Fred, man. Fred actually turned up, man. Go for a reason. Fred, hi. Liverpool had the World Cup and ended up getting moved to Fenerbahce. Based on that first half. Perez greatest Brazilian player of all time, to be honest. Actually, I would agree for Man United. He might actually be the best Brazilian player Man United's ever had in their history. Okay. Well, Fenerbahce wants to change leagues. How would you feel if that happened? I don't know, man. I don't know if I could answer this, but
where would they go though? Like, where would they go?
Yeah, that's. Don't tell me they're gonna go. Wait, don't tell me they're gonna go second division.
No, like to a different federation, to a different country. I think it means.
Oh my jeez, yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see, because your rank is right. I might need to do a video about it, man. I might need to do a video because this situation is crazy. Say what? I'm serious, guys. Control it. Heck no. Vale's best Brazilian of all time. How is that something like this possible? If he's not the best Brazilian player of all time, he's the best midfielder of all time. He's frozen. I think I saw from different sources on Twitter. Who's better? Me too. But I don't see possible. Casemiro and G Silva. So that's who Alexander telling you now. So yeah, that's true. Didn't play much Atletico Madrid. Why? G Silva. Olympiacos versus Fenerbahce. Best game for European football. What is your out of Europa League and Conference League? Oh, what's the best game to Europa League and Conference League? Best game of Europa League of the four, probably. Man, the Europa League games weren't really that great. I guess Benfica Marseille. I guess. Conference League is definitely this game. What about you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that is over Fred Cap. Casemiro over Fred for Man United. Oh yeah, Casemiro. Okay, Fred's the second best then. Fred over KDB. Sebastian knows. Yeah. Okay, guys. So tell me the cause. So let's go up poll, man. Final poll. They're gonna head out, man. Final poll, man. It's just been an hour and 42 minutes. Oh man. So what's the game you're looking forward to most next week, guys? For me personally, I'm looking forward to Olympiacos Fenerbahce. Actually, you know what? Just tell me in the chat, man. I'm not going to do a poll. So I want to end this. I can't even end my poll, so might have to refresh. So which game are you looking forward to most rank next week in the Conference League?
Yeah, definitely this one. I feel like the atmosphere in Turkey is going to be crazy, and Fenerbahce are going to do their best to make the comeback. And yeah, I'm interested to see how Olympiacos react now.
Yeah, and I think most people are going Olympiacos Fenerbahce. Olympiacos Fenerbahce. Respect Anderson. What is your takes today? Yeah, see Sebastian knows. Fenerbahce versus Olympiacos. I'll say Olympiacos versus Fenerbahce next week. Aston Villa needs to sort their defense. Master says same. Yeah, and Lille, man. I hope Lille can do it, man. If Lille can knock out Aston Villa, I'm going to go crazy. That would be a big W for France. Huge W. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys there. We're going to wrap things up here. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Please remember to like and subscribe. How many likes we got on today's stream? We got up to 12 likes. And we got a new subscriber from the stream, man. So I'll see you guys for the next stream. So next stream we're going to do is on Saturday. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to stream on Saturday. It'll be the Barca Cadiz game. We better win that game, just saying. Then hopefully on Sunday, man. Leverkusen gets secure the league title. Leverkusen, man, please don't screw up on Sunday. I schedule a stream. Don't screw up.
Already testing your luck.
Oh man. So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Of course, for your members out there, man. Members, we're gonna have a member stream, of course, tomorrow, man. So, any final thoughts from your rank before you head out?
This week was amazing for European football all around. So. We'll see. Next week looks like it promises a lot of great football as well. So it's going to be exciting European nights as always.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. Let me read some of your guys' final comments before you head out. KDB is a bum overrated. That's definitely cap. Well, actually, maybe you could say he's overhyped. But people praise him too much. Like people say he's better than Zidane and Modric, this kind of stuff. That I don't agree with. But he's not a bum. That's for sure. Olympiacos over at Fenerbahce. Okay, well, I mean for this game, yeah, sure. They won. Respect Anderson. What's your takes today? Fenerbahce versus Olympiacos. I'll say Olympiacos versus Fenerbahce next week. As Wednesday, restore the defense the same. See you tomorrow. Benfica funeral next week. Where? Okay, I'm not gonna read that word. I go West Ham will win it. I mean, I'm joking, of course. Or Rafael over Fred or Man United 2. Or the strikers clear R9. Eddie Magic Slackers. Actually, I hope HH doesn't know this. Okay, well. Especially, okay. Respect core, man. Respect core. I love because we win the title Sunday. But for real, he's a better than Silva guy. He's not. No, he's a World Cup and Premier League winner. De Bruyne's overhyped. He'd be only good passing low. Come on, man. He's a great goal scorer too, man. Maybe we need to have this debate on the channel. Is KDB overrated? Maybe we need to have that debate show on the channel. Would you be down for that debate, Rick?
I'll be here for that debate, and I'll be defending Kevin.
Okay. Let it talk, man. Let it talk. Well, that's like always better than me. All right. Anyway, guys. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace, man.